That iconic house in Albuquerque, known to the rest of the world as Walter White's home in Breaking Bad, is officially up for sale.
Yeah, but it could be outside your budget. You see, the homeowners are asking for almost $4 million.
That's a lot of dipping sticks. They let our Daniel Tedesco take a look. It is actually the very first time that cameras have ever been allowed inside.
It looks like any normal Albuquerque neighborhood home, but Breaking Bad fans know this was Walter White's house, and even more than a decade after the show ended, it still draws tourists from all over the world.
You videoing us or what?
The house.
Fans take pictures outside all day and night, but most people aren't allowed inside. Hi, Joanne.
Hi,
Thank you for letting me in.
Oh, you're welcome. Come on up.
Joanne Quintana and her siblings own the Northeast Albuquerque home now. It's where they grew up. Their parents, Fran and Louis Padilla, bought it back in 1973. Then one random day in 2006, a knock at the door changed their lives.
And my mother never, ever answers the door. And she did. And they introduced themselves and handed her a card and said, "We would like to use your house for a pilot." And she's like, "You want to buy a bridge in Brooklyn? What are you talking about?"
Fiery Fran confirmed that the project was legit, and it was just a pilot, so they took the leap. 2 weeks later, filming began.
We were like anybody. It's a once in a lifetime thing. You got to meet the actors, the actresses. You got to see how they set up the equipment, what it all takes.
We got never-before-seen pictures. Despite popular belief, they only used the inside of the home for gear and prep, not for scenes. But the family was there for all of it. The iconic pizza scene. Joanne says they had boxes of pizzas lining her sidewalk in case Bryan Cranston didn't get it on the first take. He nailed it on try one. And this pivotal scene when Skylar walks into the family's pool, the family snapped this as they filled it with 90-degree water to make the actress comfortable. And Fran always had cookies for the crew.
What was funny is Bryan Cranston, he couldn't eat not one cookie.
Why?
Because he had cancer in the show, so he was losing weight. And so he would pass, but everybody, all the directors, all the writers, everybody would eat the cookies. The last day of shooting, he takes a picture holding my mom's biscotti because he finally got to eat her cookies.
I love that.
Aaron Paul had to grunt and get angry, you know, and to get into his character of Jesse, that was awesome. And the magic of Hollywood. Nobody will ever get to experience what we did.
But then the show became an international sensation.
And the fans started coming. We would go out there, my mother and I, and we would take pictures with them.
When did it start to get to a point where you said, we've got to put the fence up?
Around 4:30 in the morning, the doorbell rang. My mom got up and opened the door, and there was a package.
Addressed to Walter White at the Padilla family's home. They called the bomb squad.
My brothers said, "That's it, we're done. Fence is going up." That's too close for comfort is the front door.
Now cameras alert them when someone's outside.
We average 300 cars a day. Come Balloon Fiesta. Hundreds of thousands of people come for balloons. Balloons go up, they go down. Where did they come? Here.
As Joanne's parents got older, it got harder for her to protect them inside.
Nobody knew that there was two people very sick and eventually on hospice and eventually passed away.
Now she says it's finally time to sell.
This was our family home from 1973, almost 52 years. So we're gonna walk away with just our memories.
Zillow estimates the 1,900 square foot home would go for under $350,000, but the family only got paid a fee per shoot, no residuals. So with that multi-million-dollar price tag, the family does expect it won't be a family home anymore, and they don't think it should be.
I hope they make it what the fans want. They want a B&B, they want a museum, they want access to it. Go for it.
For years, people have shown up with luggage, scammed into thinking they rented the home. Even
Show me the pool. I'd love to see it.
Okay, we can go this way.
a Speedo-wearing man who paid $1,000 for just a dip in the pool.
It's got a pool.
Oh, pool is nice. Backyard could be a little bigger.
Besides the front of the house, this is a huge part of what people want to see.
This is what they want. They want the iconic
pool.
And they can have it for just under $4 million. In Northeast Albuquerque, I'm Danielle Tedesco, KOB4.
Well, if you got the $4 million, we have a link to the listing on our website, KOB.com. It's under 4 links.